ECS Karnataka. Over to you, sir. I'm once again requesting for 10 minutes.
A very good afternoon. Distinguished chairman of the panel, fellow panelists and dignitaries, participants. It's a privilege for me to be speaking before you on this very, very important session on water storage infrastructure and augmenting of supplies. Let me, because we have very limited time, so let me start again with the initial things about Karnataka, just to familiarize you. And the thrust is basically on two issues. One is on restoration of maintaining and restoration of existing capacities. And the second thing is of creation of new capacities and then augmenting of supplies. So first, Karnataka is in this map, as you can see, it's a big-ish state, and you know the location vis-a-vis the rest of the country. If we talk about the water resources, we have 191,000 square kilometers of area and 3,438 TMC of annual yield. Now, if we take this yield in the column, in the fourth column, average annual yield. So most of the yield in Karnataka is coming from west flowing rivers. And west flowing rivers cannot be tapped much because it does not basically feed the plains. So therefore, the primary sources are Krishna and Kaveri. And these are the major sources for just 1 minute, where we land up into? Hello. Yeah. So of this 191 lakh hectares, what is potential to be irrigated by medium and major projects is 40 lakh hectares, of which 75% has been achieved so far, and 25% we indeed aim to achieve in the coming years through different projects that are being taken up. And these are primarily in Krishna and Kaveri. So these are the four special purpose vehicles that have been set up in the state. Krishna Jal Bhagya Nigam, which is basically for the Krishna Basin projects, and Karnataka Neeravari Nigam for the ones which are beyond the UKP 3 or Upper Krishna Project 3, and then Kaveri and Vishveshwaraya Jal Nigam. And if we see it here, we have the storage capacities. 805 TMC is the storage capacity, and of 805 TMC storage capacity, 568 comes from the major irrigation. So of this 805 TMC gross storage capacity, we are working to see how we can take this up further. Groundwater wise, if we see the utilizable groundwater resources are 365 TMCs, and our objective has been to recharge the overexploited zones. I don't know how it is. Yeah, so overexploited zones. The overexploited zones are particularly in the red color districts of Chitradurga and Kolar, Chikbalapur, which are basically very, very low groundwater. And our projects of Upper Bhadra project and Ethenhole projects are basically taken up to augment the groundwater recharge. The next one which I would like to mention is about the best practices on the storage. More than 100 years old KRS dam, Krishna Raj Sagar dam, which is a masonry structure which has been made long time back. And what we have to do is basically to conserve this project, and for that grouting of the dam body pointing in the upstream and in the downstream, and some of them underwater pointing also to avert leakages and leaches of dam. This is what is being taken up. We have also taken up replacement of sluice gates. Earlier they were cast iron, now we have changed it to mild steel gates. There's also been a dam break analysis, and which has been approved by the CWC and is being published. So what we are looking at is trying to conserve as much as possible of the 49 TMC storage in KRS. So this is one of the picturesque view and the kind of new sluice gates which have been added, comprising of 152 gates. And let me take you to the Tungabhadra Dam. Tungabhadra Dam is again on the river Tungabhadra on the Krishna Basin. And this is a very, very major project, both for two or three states, particularly for Karnataka and Andhra, and also in Telangana in part. The efforts are to restore the capacity lost due to desiltation. Out of 132 TMCs of capacity which was envisaged earlier, it has been reduced to 105 TMC. And what we are proposing to construct a reservoir at Navale to divert the flow from the Tungabhadra reservoir so as to restore the lost capacity of 26 TMC. And this obviously requires consultation across the states, and we are in the process of taking this up, and we welcome any suggestions and feedback on this. The next one project, major project, is on the Mekedatu project, which is a balancing reservoir project on the river Kaveri. And this is basically meant for 2 or 3 major objectives. One is regulation of normal flows. As we know, Kaveri Basin is a distressed basin, and the annual flows are very unpredictable, and that leads to less utilization both in Karnataka as well as in Tamil Nadu. So regulation of annual water flows, regulation of releases as per the Supreme Court order, and utilization of 4.75 TMC Bangalore consumptive water use, and 400 megawatt of power. So this is under CWC. This is being taken up for appraisal, and we look forward to again a meaningful dialogue across the states in order to harness this very, very legendary river for the best use among the people of the two states. The next one is about the dam rehabilitation improvement projects, a very important World Bank assisted project in which we have taken up 22 dams, and Karnataka has been given some 4 awards for major dams, Almaty, Narayanpura and Krishnaraj Sagar, from World Bank and from the Government of India. Almaty Dam is again a major project in which in the Krishna Basin 519.6 TMC to be raised to 524 meters so as to create additional storage capacity of 100 TMC. So this project is being taken up. We have also requested, I think our Deputy Chief Minister sir had requested that we should expedite this project, in which I think Telangana and Andhra have been contesting it against the publication of the award. So this is the next project. I'll take you to Upper Bhadra project, which is again a very critical project, basically for micro irrigation and groundwater recharge. So 2.25 lakh hectares of micro irrigation to be taken up, 367 tanks to be taken up for groundwater recharge, and also capacity to be added, 50% capacity to be added among these tanks. Vani Vilas Sagar is again an important project which we are taking up. This is on a tributary of Krishna, Tungabhadra, and 104 kilometers modernization is being taken up, and we are also trying to see how some water from Bhadra can be transferred to this project. Etinhole is again a very major project, which is an integrated drinking water project. It is one of the projects in which there is an inter-basin transfer within the same state. So from the west flowing rivers, we are taking water to the drier regions, that is Chikbalapura and Kolar near Bangalore, And this project is being taken up particularly for drinking water supply, and then also some water for Bangalore. And this is funded from the state alone. So this project is what we are taking up, and this is a picture of the lift component project which has been taken up. We were successfully able to take almost 20 TMC of water from the west flowing river to the east flowing side this year itself. Karnataka Irrigation Act is a new initiative which has been taken up by Honorable Deputy CM. This is about empowering the engineers to prevent the misuse of water, increasing the fines, and we are also taking up several other measures, including the real-time monitoring of storage, which is IT-based monitoring. We are also taking up under the Atal Bhujal Yojana 41 groundwater schemes, particularly the KC value and the HN value, which has been approved by the cabinet. In the new policy, we have particularly worked on the issue of irrigation modernization and river basin planning. And then we have, these are the projects which have been taken up. I will not go into the issue of pending issues with Government of India, which I believe the Deputy CM has already listed so far. So with this, sir, I conclude. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity. Bye.